This video is part of the Living and Coping with Worry, Anxiety and Depression series. Welcome to episode 4, where we will cover managing depression. This is part 1, where we will talk specifically about what is depression. I'll be talking you through the video today. My name is Hema Keshri. I'm an assistant psychologist in Cambridgeshire and Peterborough NHS Trust, working in the CAP team, which is within the Exemplar project. This is the 4th episode of a video series produced by Cambridgeshire and Peterborough NHS Trust. It has been made to provide people with an explanation of and teaching about psychological skills. So what is depression? Depression feels different to everyone. Depression affects your thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and behaviour. When feeling depressed, you may experience thoughts such as everything is hopeless or there's no escape, and you may even experience suicidal thoughts. You may find that your emotions are affected and you start to feel sad or frustrated. Your physical sensations may also change, and you may begin to feel tired or low in energy. Your behaviour can also change when feeling depressed, as you may find yourself avoiding and withdrawing from activities. You may find yourself experiencing similar feelings to these. People can often go through short periods of feeling low in mood. However, depression is where you may feel persistently sad for at least 2 weeks or even over a number of months. Suicidal thoughts are a common symptom of depression. Suicidal thoughts are distressing. It is important that if you are having these thoughts or images frequently, and are also having urges, or you are making plans to carry them out, it is important to seek help. It is important to note that having occasional fleeting suicidal thoughts, for example, I wish I was dead, I wish this would stop, is in itself quite a common occurrence, and often indicates as a sign that life is overwhelming right now and you would like to escape. In this case, these thoughts can just mean life is hard or I feel like escaping. What is more serious and risky is when these thoughts become more regular and interfere with what we are doing, and we find ourselves planning how we would end our lives. This is a time we need to seek help and support. There is a difference between having a suicidal thought and carrying it out. Protective factors can act as a buffer to acting upon and responding to suicidal thoughts and behaviours. Some examples of protective factors include close family and friend relationships, caring responsibilities, involvement in hobbies or activities, community connectedness, and cultural and religious beliefs. For example, a protective factor could mean that you may experience thoughts such as I can't kill myself because my children would be too upset. Ensure you get the support you need if you are feeling like this. When we are depressed, thinking clearly and our ability to make decisions can become impaired. It can be really helpful to talk through how you are feeling with another person. You can access this support from calling 111 option 2, or through your GP, or your mental health team if you're under one, or A&E, or the Samaritans. As discussed earlier, depression affects our thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and behaviour. One theory of why depression can be so difficult to shift is that these changes in our thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and behaviour affect one another and worsen in a vicious cycle. When we try and understand vicious cycles, we often start with a trigger, because it is easier to demonstrate a vicious cycle when we think about how it gets activated by an event. This event can be something external, but it can also be a memory, a dream, or a thought. For example, a trigger may be seeing a photograph of a loved one you have lost. This may lead to certain thoughts, such as why did they have to leave me? These thoughts can impact on your emotions and make you feel sad. The sadness may lead to physical sensations such as feeling low in energy. Feeling low in energy can affect your behaviour and you may avoid spending time with other people. This is a visual representation of how they are linked together. The cycle is covered in more detail in the Part 2 video. But to demonstrate just how much these cycles are linked, we can just test this on ourselves. Try to think of a memory when you felt sad. Maybe something did not go to plan, or a relationship broke down. Notice how quickly you feel an emotion, and how your physical sensations change. Think back to that time and think about what you did then. Did your behaviour change? And what do you feel like doing now when you think about it? This is part 1 of an 8-part series. Please do watch the other videos on how to cope with depression. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the video. I hope it was helpful with understanding what is depression.